Now, this car was kept secret for about 10 years. Apart from the people at Porsche, nobody knew that this car existed. So near the end, let's give you a bit of history about this car. So towards the end of 1994, the 964 Turbo was coming to the end of its life cycle, and Porsche decided to send the leftovers, uncommitted 964 Turbos to the Special Works division in Stuttgart, in Germany, where they changed some of this car around to make it very exclusive, give it more horsepower. So in total, 93 964 Turbo S models were produced, 12 right-hand drive versions. Now, they were given slightly different codes. So 10 went to Japan and they were coded X83. 27 were for the rest of the world and they were given X84. And 39 went to the USA and they were X85. And there was actually 17 vertical headlight X85 S's known as package cars that were also built. So in total there was 93 of these special cars, which makes it a very, very rare Porsche. Look at this beautiful car. I love it. It's a these lights are a throwback to the 959 and the 968. I love it. It's not everybody's cup of tea, but I think these look fantastic and they do pop up, which look very cool indeed. Right then, let's look at the this particular car. So this is a 1994 model, 3.6 litre turbocharged. Now the original version was a 3.3. And this one's been upgraded to a 3.6 litre engine with more horsepower, 5-speed G50 manual gearbox, 385 horsepower at 5,750 RPM versus 360 on the old car. This one's got 520 Newton meters of torque, so loads. Really rapid, this car. For the day, you know, 0 to 60, 4 seconds, top speed 174 miles an hour. The turbo boost pressure 0.8 bar. Right, quick rundown of the numbers then on this 964 Turbo S Special Works division product. Double overhead cam, air-cooled flat six engine, rear wheel drive, so different to the next turbo I'm going to show you. It's got the special flat nose headlights, 959 style air intakes, 18-inch modular light speedline alloys, larger KKK turbocharger with increased boost, uprated intercooler, modified cylinder heads with larger ports, increased capacity fuel injectors, and radical camshafts with advanced timing, and along with that came air conditioning, automatic climate control, and, as noted before, a rear wiper. Now, as you climb in to the 964 Turbo S Special Wishes division, it really is a trip down memory lane, old school Porsche. These seats are so soft and lovely, and this is the era of nothing on the steering wheel apart from the horn. Your fingers really are close to the instrument cluster, and the windscreen is all of 12 inches away from your hands. So really lovely view right in the middle. Nothing obscures the view of the rev counter, which goes up to 7,000 RPM. To the right it's a speedo, 180 miles an hour, and then you've got this beautiful analog clock to the right, and then to the left of the rev counter you've got the oil pressure, oil temperature, and to the left of that you've got the fuel tank capacity, and I'm not sure what the other one is, and then you've got your wipers on the right hand side stalk, your lights, and your steering wheel adjuster on the left hand side. Very simple Porsche decor across the middle of the steering wheel. This model does come with an airbag actually, so yeah, so there we go. That's the view at the front. Now, gearbox, nice, not quite as sharp as modern gearboxes. Things have moved on a bit since then, but a lovely Porsche gearbox as always. And then inside we have good old-fashioned manual handbrake. We got 5 gears, tape cassette holders here, CD holders there, proper retro, yeah, proper nice. And these models did come with air conditioning as well, so you're not going to bake in here in the summer months, which is good, which was an extra for this particular model. And then to get out are these old style pulls down here. When you get out of this car, one thing you're not going to get tired of is the view of these huge arches of these 959 air intakes. First 911 ever to have intakes into the rear arches. God, I love this car. Huge whale tail spoiler on the back. This one is slightly different. It's got a lip, so this spoiler is different to the original 964 Turbo. It's got a lip which you can just about see there. It's got quad pipes on the back. Rear wiper come through the front. These beautiful Porsche Speedline wheels. And then the air intakes carry on at the front as well. There's one there and there's one there, so there we go. Final thoughts on the Special Works 964 Turbo S. It's a quirky looking car. Maybe the flat headlights are not for everybody. I particularly like it. Huge wide bodied stance, awesome speedline wheels, and a super rapid fast engine. 1994, 0 to 60 in 4 seconds. That's quick even today, and that's through a manual gearbox. So this car's got some real punch, and it's very rare as well. So I think if you're looking for this to drive or to have in your collection, you will not be disappointed, and it will serve you very well. I believe this one is going to be going for sale soon at this Ashford Porsche. I don't know what it's going to be, but I suggest if you're interested, you speak to the guys here and they'll be able to help you out. But it's a cracking example. There's probably only 2 or 3 in racing yellow, and like I said, there was only 12 that came to the UK and just over 90 produced in total. So very, very limited edition. And if you want an old school Porsche, there's nothing better. Welcome everybody to the 996 Turbo. What a car this is. This is the perfect spec. Basalt black metallic with this lovely grey leather interior. There are haters out there who don't like this interior, but this is a massive leap, honestly, from the previous model, the 993. Huge leap. Leather everywhere, nice chunky manual gear stick, 6-speed. And the seats, it's just a glorious place to be. So here we are. Let me tell you the story about the 996 Turbo. Right, this model was debuted in the Frankfurt Auto Show back in September 1999. The Turbo is powered by a water-cooled twin-turbo engine, intercooled, flat 6. And these units have been reliable, they're super fast, and they're a lot of fun. My mate had the X50 version of this, which is 440 horsepower, and it is an absolute slip road on-ramp machine. Honestly, 3rd gear in this car is rapid. Awesome car. Yeah, a lot of people have commented that they don't like certain things about the car. The headlights, people said the headlights look like fried eggs. The non-turbo version has slightly different headlights. There's an orange bit around it, whereas these are clear, which make them look better. Yeah, there's the rear lights. There's a huge, large indicator cluster on the back, which is very strange. You would think that the brake light would be bigger, but the indicator is much bigger than the brake light. But one good thing about this car, and not many people know this, and I only found this out the other day, is that they don't suffer from the IMS bearing failure. On the turbo engine was revised, and that is not an issue. So don't worry, if you're looking to buy one of these cars, you're not going to have an IMS bearing issue. So, and I tell you, pound for pound, this is probably one of the best cars you can buy. In the UK, I think this model is up for around about 60 grand. Honestly, this car hasn't dated at all. It looks awesome. Yeah, the infotainment system's a bit old. The buttons maybe aren't as posh as some of the newer Porsches. But in the newer Porsches, you don't get thick pile leather all over the place. I'd love it. I think it looks great. It's a really nice place to be. So there we go. Slight introduction to the 996 Turbo. All right, Right then, ladies and gentlemen, what have we got? Let's go through some of the numbers now then on this turbo. 3.6 litre engine, which produces 414 horsepower and 563 newton meters of torque. 0 to 60 in 4.2 seconds, 190 miles an hour top speed, and for you geeks out there, a turbo boost pressure of 0.7 bar, and it's all wrapped up in a lovely 1,317 kilo curb weight, in a four-wheel drive, flat six, turbocharged, twin turbocharged engine. Right, a couple of things have moved on over the years since 2004. 18-inch wheels were quite big in the day. Now you go up to 21s at the back, but these cracking looking wheels, and the brake size has obviously changed over the years. Now these are 4 piston calipers, and you've got 330 mils at the back and 330 mils at the front. You're up to, these days you're up to around 380, 400 mil brakes. Tyres are quite a lot smaller as well compared to what they used to be. Tyres at the rear, these nice big bad boys are 295s, 30Rs, and then at the front you've got 225s, 40Rs. So not too big, probably allow a little bit of slippage, but you're not going to get too much on this four-wheel drive system. But beautiful. Okay, summarising the 996 Turbo. Super tiny compared to the modern Porsches. It's very, very small. It's got a really elegant roofline, which is hard to see when you're close up, but when you've got it parked on your drive, it really does slope nice. It's unique. Super comfortable inside, modern enough to live with, and super quick. You know, this car will still do 0 to 60 in just over 4 seconds, 6-speed manual, 4-wheel drive, twin turbocharged. Honestly, for the money, these things, I think they're going for around 60 grand. It's a no-brainer. If you're looking for a turbo and you haven't got loads of money, honestly, buy one of these. As long as you get it serviced every year, get someone to change the oil, it's probably going to be bomb-proof. But as with all older Porsches, set yourself aside a bit of money every year and get it looked after and maintained. But if you do, boy, you can have a lot of fun. This is a great car. Okay folks, this is the main showroom here at Ashford Porsche. It's a lovely, beautiful hangar, and this is where they keep a lot of the cars. 718 Cayman GTS, beautiful car. All variety of 911s, 996s, 997s, cabriolets. This is a great spec 997 with the tan interior. Oh, look at that. Please people, when you're buying a Porsche new, can you spec it up to be like this so it really stands out? Beautiful, look at that. Stunning. Look at this, the 718 GTS, very, very nice. 718, I believe, GT4 in silver. This is what I was talking about earlier, these huge air blades with GT4 embossed. Beautiful, beautiful car.